Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the phone right now, the legit boss herself, Sasha Banks. Sasha, how are you?
I am great. How are you?
Very excited to get this chance to talk to you. I missed you not too long ago when you were in New Jersey at the iPlay America. I didn't get a chance to go down there as much as I wanted to. Other things came about. But WrestleMania season is here. Everyone's excited. And I got to say, you're in a really unique position, not only this being your first official WrestleMania match, but this WrestleMania, unlike WrestleManias in previous years, a lot of uncertainty between the Royal Rumble and going into WrestleMania as far as what the lineup was going to be, people getting injured and having to take time off. But the one cornerstone that everybody was really excited about and knowing full well that was coming in this year's WrestleMania was the Divas title match.
Oof.
That's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure, but, you know, I am Sasha Banks, and if you haven't seen one of my matches, you need to get the WWE Network and watch it, because I am truly, and it's not cockiness, I'm confident, I am truly one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time. So if you watch WrestleMania this year, you can definitely know that the girls, the divas, the women, we are definitely going to steal the show, honey bunny.
Oh, I know. This has been actually, it's the two things. One was who Brock Lesnar is going to fight, and the other is who's Charlotte going to take on for the title there. This was the first two pieces of the WrestleMania puzzle right after the Royal Rumble that everybody was just dead set, like, these are the things that we need to focus on. Everything else will fall into play. Heavyweight championship match, Intercontinental championship match, whatever. Brock Lesnar and the Divas match. These are the two things that you have to beat. That's going to steal the show this year. What's it?
No pressure, right?
No pressure. But for a match of this magnitude, what's it like? What's the mindset? What do you have to do different to condition yourself to go into WrestleMania?
For me, this has been the hardest for me training for, because every time I think about it, I cry, and I'm just like, can you please just stop crying?
You're even crying on Twitter. I saw that you recently posted something from Regal where you said 6 years ago you were sitting back here, and this is you today, and now you're heading to WrestleMania.
Oh my God, yes. We were in Boston for SmackDown, and Regal came up to me, and he was like, we were at catering, he's like, oh, you're going to make me cry, dude. He was like, 6 years ago, you were sitting back here. And I was just like, I actually didn't even take that moment to actually think about it. That how many times I was an extra, and I was at the TV Garden just hoping for a chance, and I was just sitting catering, just hoping to get noticed. And
you were waiting for your rock star moment, being in the front row and somebody going, I can't finish this match. I'm going to tag this little girl in here, and she's going to come in and finish the match for me.
That was me. So when he said that to me, I just really took a second to be like, oh my God, no, this is crazy. And now that was the last SmackDown before WrestleMania, and now I'm going to WrestleMania for the Divas title. Like, dreams really do come true, and it's insane. I'm so excited.
Obviously, this is your first match in WrestleMania, but it's not your first experience dealing with WrestleMania. For those who don't know, for WrestleMania 30, you were part of the entourage for Triple H when he came out. You, Charlotte, and Alexa Bliss. But you've been to WrestleManias before. I'm not going to ask you about Snoop Dogg, because I'm sure you're tired of answering about how you're related to Snoop Dogg. But I think WrestleMania 24, didn't he bring you to WrestleMania?
Yes, he did. I actually went 24 and 28 with him. I remember begging him when I found out that he was going to be a part of WrestleMania. I begged him. And it's so crazy that WrestleMania was in Orlando, and now next year it's going to be in Orlando. And right before he went out for, his segment with the Divas, Ric Flair was coming back from his, just finishing his retirement match. And now that I'm wrestling Charlotte, and Ric Flair is going to be, like, to me, that's almost like a full circle. Like, it doesn't feel real. Every time I think about that, that's what really gets to me, that I was, maybe 16 years old, and I was backstage, and I saw Ric Flair come back from his retirement match, and every single wrestler was back there clapping for him, and Snoop Dogg was there, and now we're doing it. I'm gonna be walking out on that stage. One,
you better not be crying, and two, I'm sure, it's WrestleMania. This is the time of the year where you got to put everything out, a million plus. What's the intro? What's the big presentation for Sasha Banks coming out to WrestleMania? Because you really have to overdo it. Only the boss could.
Can you imagine if I just have a regular entrance?
Yeah, just walk in with your jacket, you wave and walk down. Everyone's like, this is what she's hyping up about? Like, Becky's got this huge, robotic monster thing, steampunk stuff going on, and you just walk out like, hey, let's just get this over with.
Me, I'm a boss. You can expect a boss entrance, that's for sure.
Now that you're achieving all this success, does Snoop ever go and joke with you and saying that like you owe him for this because all those times you begged him to bring you to WrestleMania?
God, no, never. He's absolutely been amazing throughout this whole process. I remember telling him when I wanted to be a wrestler, he was just like, "Really, Curtis? All right, you got it. If it's your dream, you can achieve it." And now that I'm here, and there's a possibility that he's going to be there, I think it's so cool. It feels like life is truly happening for me, and everything it's meant to be. So yeah. I'm ready for it, man.
Is he going to be part of your intro? Is he doing your theme song? Is he going to come out like Ice-T did with The Godfather and sing your theme song?
What are you, TMZ? I can't give you all the secrets.
Well, I got to ask. I didn't even think about that until just now.
Well, that's what you have to watch, bro. You never know what's going to happen in WWE. You never know what's going to happen with Sasha Banks. I mean, this is the biggest stage of them all, and I got to go out big, right?
Of course. I've been reading more and more about Lita's hands-on with the Diva division behind the scenes, and what was it like working with her as far as creating storylines and becoming a better wrestler?
We actually been working with Lita a lot. She's been producing our matches up here, and it's really crazy knowing that you get to work with people that you used to watch. Not only do we get to work with Lita, I get to work with Dean Malenko, Fit Finlay, and I'm a huge Dean Malenko fan, so anytime I get to work with him, I just think, oh my God, this is so amazing.
What was your involvement with Dusty and his time at NXT?
God, I think about him a lot, especially knowing that, his 3 girls from NXT are going to be at WrestleMania. I think he'd be so proud of us. The number one thing I can take from Dusty is the biggest thing for me is when you get handed something, per se, let's say a promo, and it doesn't really feel like a Sasha Banks promo. She will tell you, do these writers know who you are? And I go, no. Do you know who you are? I go, yes. Then you better speak from your heart. And that's what changed who I was, and completely. Just to know that you need to go within yourself and speak from your heart. No one can tell you how to say this or that. Only you know how you would say it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's definitely hard when I see newer people that they won't ever get to experience Dusty, but I am so thankful that I had the opportunity to work with him and to know him and to be called one of his kids. He's by far the greatest human being I've ever met in my whole life, and I miss him so much.
I think you nailed it. The 3 of you being out there and being a major feature for WrestleMania this year is one of the best tributes you could pay to the guy for everything that he's done, not just for the business but and your careers and stuff, but for everything involving NXT and the WWE.
Oh, absolutely. I know he'd be so proud of us.
If I can just change off WrestleMania for one quick second, you're really into Japanese culture. Yeah. You have a big love for anime. I know Japanese wrestling, but anime and K-pop?
Oh, yeah. And I love Korean movies.
Who's some of your favorite K-pop? Do you like 4 Minutes, EXO, Wonder Girls?
I love all of them. I love Big Bang. I love Taeyang. Oh, my God. If I could marry him, I'd be so happy. He's so hot. And I'm a huge fan I love all of Asian culture. When I get to go to Japan and wrestle, I don't think I'm ever going to come back. So maybe I shouldn't be sent over there.
No, I think you need to skip the WWE Asia tour for a few years. Let us soak in the legit boss, and then you can go and do what you got to do. Well, as far as the anime stuff, what are you into as far as anime? And do you talk with John Cena about that? Because I know John's a huge anime fan too.
Oh, I did not know that. No, I don't talk to John Cena. He's not there right now. He's
right. He's injured.
Wrestling. He's sick, recovering. But yeah, my favorite growing up was definitely Sailor Moon. Death Note, if you haven't seen Death Note, that's one of the best animes I've ever seen. It's so good. I like the anime Monster, Attack of the Titans. What else? I watch everything. I can name a whole list, man. Cool Rumble is hilarious. I love that one.
Do you collect any of the Japanese vinyl? like, from Funko or Vinyl Sugar, something like that?
Oh, man, yes. That's how much I love my fans. They bring me stuff like that every single day. I actually got a Sailor Moon doll from a fan at the airport today. I was like, dude, I'm not really when you're coming home, but then you see that and like, oh, that's cool. I'll take it.
With all of that, you're going to be at the point now. I know Mattel just put out the Sasha Banks figure, but you can now, based on being the boss and the fame that you have, you can now get your Funko Pop figure. You can get your Japanese imported vinyl figures. And I think that would be the true testament to your career that you have made it. Not the titles, not the WrestleMania moment, but when you have your own Japanese vinyl action figure, I think for you, that'll be the point of your life when you go, I have done everything I've set out to do.
Well, I think definitely this WrestleMania match is that moment, but that's cool too.
All right, it's neck and neck.
It's getting there. I mean, when you have little girls coming up to you with your action figure asking to sign it, it's moments like that where it's like, dude, I made it. But, man, with WrestleMania coming up, like, I haven't even been on the main roster for a year yet. I
know. This is an amazing opportunity for all three of you.
That's insane to me. This is a moment where it's like, dude, I've done everything I said I wanted to do. So what do I have next? So that's what I have to come up with now.
Yeah, it's got to be an amazing feeling especially when you go out to WrestleMania and to do your match. You'll see the signs. You'll see all these little girls in the Banks shirts and wearing the jewelry, which, by the way, is an amazing marketing and merchandising idea. I've seen so many people wearing the legit boss rings. Even guys when their hands can't fit into it, they have it like on 2 fingers.
Yes. Which is hilarious because it fit all my 4 fingers, but I could see guys wear it and it legit just fits their 2 fingers, which is cool.
Well, go get all that stuff and definitely check out WrestleMania 32, Sunday, April 3rd, 7 p.m. Eastern. Get the WWE Network if you don't already have it. I don't know why you wouldn't have it. It's an amazing deal for $9.99 a month, and they're doing their whole free WrestleMania campaign right now, so it's never been a better time to subscribe to the network. It's at AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas. It's Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and the boss, Sasha Banks. Sasha, thank you so much for your time. Next time you're in New York, please come by SiriusXM. We'd love to talk to you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Take care and good luck at WrestleMania.
Thank you.